Hey everybody, this is Matt. I'm going to be talking about the hidden causes of MCAS symptoms. I'm going to be talking about my daughter's story, talking about my story. I'm going to go over the traditional view of MCAS, the holistic view, my approach and how I approach this very differently, how you got to change the things that are within your control first and then focus on things outside your control or things like supplements, how simple is better and how healing is possible. I'm going to go over all these things for you today. So first, go over my story very briefly. If you guys have seen my other videos, you know that I was extremely sick, reacting to everything under the sun, different supplements, smells, foods, everything, right? And it was 10-15 year battle, finally get over it. And then once I got over it, then my daughter got sick. And I didn't realize what she had was a much more severe version of multiple chemical sensitivity. In fact, mycotoxin sensitivity, I eventually realized. And eventually I got her better though after about 5-6 years of figuring out what to do. Now she's 8 years old. She's living healthy without symptoms, and I just thank God every day for that. But I had a background with MCAS. My daughter did, and we were reacting to everything, and now we're both well, right? So what I chose to do with my life was help other people who have mast cell activation and start to help them overcome this thing that was so challenging and so threatening in my life, and it just absolutely changed my view of my life forever going through it. So traditional view of MCAS is the idea that this is this word called Mast Cell Activation Syndrome, that you now have this condition and that you're going to have this the rest of your life, and you got to take things like chromalin or etc., like various mast cell stabilizers, and just hope for the best. And this is something that's lifelong, and there's so few traditional doctors that handle this that you end up in the hands of people who or you have to go 1 million people to find one person who seems to understand, who really can't help you in the long run, in my experience, right? So, traditional view only took me so far. The holistic view, most of the time people look at mast cell activation as, it's caused by, chronic infection. It's chronic infection that's always causing it. It's, gut imbalance. It's, it's that I'm deficient in all these nutrients. It's that, it's always typically going back to this infection thing over and over again. It's this overgrowth of parasites, fungus, whatever it is, SIBO, whatever, right? The reality is, I'm going to cut right straight to my approach, is that it is a combination of food sensitivities, things we're eating, things we're inhaling, mycotoxin sensitivity, and stress, okay? These three things combine to create an overactive immune response, which makes you reactive to all kind of different things in your environment. It could be, foods, it could be wind, it could be sound, it could be, it could be smells, it could be nearly anything, right? That your body could start and your brain could start to perceive as a threat, okay? So the way that I look at this is very different than most people. The way I approach it is we have to look at what we're consuming, inhaling, and what we're thinking. If we're going to get out of this situation, we have to be willing to observe them and change them. So we focus on looking at the people's diet. We write down a symptom log of what they're eating, how they're feeling, see what they're eating. Most people are eating eggs, nuts, dairy, seeds, gluten, too much meat. They're doing one of those things, heavy, or all of them, right? Or processed foods or whatever it is. And they end up paying for it over and over and over again. If you don't help them observe these counterproductive patterns in their diet, they will never be able to be fixed with supplements. This is the key point. You don't want to go ahead and just, throw supplements, throw betaine HCl on top of it, throw digestive enzymes on top of it. No, you want to go ahead and help them identify the foods that aren't working for them so they can start to eat foods that don't trigger their mast cells and cause them aggravation, okay? So number one, I help people start off with a diet where they're not triggering themselves. They're eating foods that now are working for them in moderation and certain frequencies that don't irritate their immune system, that encourage their gut bacteria to grow, that calm down their immune system. I really structure the diet so that's like a solid thing because it's the foundation to healing. Number two, you have to look at what they're inhaling. If they have mast cell activation, most of the time they've had exposure to mold in the past, or they are unknowingly being exposed still to mold. And what people don't understand about mold is that once you develop mycotoxin antibodies to mycotoxins, they could be present in the majority of houses out there have mycotoxins. So you could be reacting, move one house to another house, think you're better, and this could be fine, they got out of that old house, but you could still be reacting in this new house. And people start to think, it can't be the mold, I remediated, I got rid of the mold, whatever it is. The reality is that's just not how it works when you have antibodies. Your immune system always can recognize if it's present in the environment and it'll cause a flare of symptoms. So what we do is we see it, is there things in the diet that are causing issues? Are there things in the environment that are causing issues? And then we examine the emotional shifts, the stress in their life. Are they exercising too much? Are they not sleeping enough? Are they having a stress at work, in their personal life? These things, we examine these things, we work through them. We talk about what are the stories behind these emotional issues or these triggers that happen? We reframe the story, we help them to feel safe with their own emotions in their own environment. So we target what we're consuming, what we're inhaling, what we're thinking. We get them in a place where they're stable in those areas. That may take a couple months, right? But once we get them there, then at that point, they have knowledge and information and behaviors they can carry with them for the rest of their life and not get worse, right? They could continue to be moving forward gradually. So most of the time when I work with people, the majority of their symptoms have improved at that point, and now we're at, okay, well, what's left? Let's talk about supplements, okay? So first, I want to emphasize before I go into supplements is you have to change what's internal within your control first, okay? You have to change the foods you're eating. You have to change your environment if you need to. You have to start doing deep breathing or meditation. You got to start going for walks in nature. You got to go ahead and do things to get better. You can't just pop pills and get better from mast cell activation. It's not going to work that way, all right? You also got to focus on plant-based supplements if you're going to use supplements, okay? And that's when I'm talking about the external. Then we look for the external after we made all the changes, okay? Then we say, hey, what supplements can help me, you know? What information outside of the things that I know that I have to do can help me, okay? And you start talking about those things. You start looking for things outside yourself that can help to expedite the healing. But unless you make the right choices on a daily basis in your diet, you're not living in a house full of mold, you're not dealing with stress 24/7 from work or your personal life, whatever. If you're not dealing with those things, then supplements can work, and bing, bang, boom, you're feeling much better, and all of a sudden, this isn't mast cell activation syndrome anymore. This is some word they called mast cell activation syndrome. You realize now it doesn't exist, and it was just a word used for a grouping of symptoms, like every other condition that they've called it, right? Every other condition that's out there. So you got to change what's within your control first. Then you focus on things outside your control. The supplements, we'll talk about the supplements on another video, but the supplements, you got to restore your key nutrients. You got to give the prebiotics for the gut. You got to modulate the immune system. You got to trigger the immune system and stimulate it into removing things, and activate the good immune cells, the natural killer cells. You got to do a lot of things to get the body back in order, but none of them are killing and attacking and heavy detox and all this stuff. It's not like that. It's a gradual improvement. You're making all the right decisions in your other part of your life, then the supplements will agree with you and you'll make gradual improvement over time. This is what I've seen myself, my daughter, my clients. This is what I do with my life, is I help people with mast cell activation syndrome. If you have any interest in talking to me, I give you a 15 to 30 minute free consultation on the phone and see how we'd approach your situation. But I want to emphasize, healing is possible, okay? I've seen it happen on numerous occasions. This is not a lifelong thing. There are answers. You don't have to depend on 15 supplements to get better. You have to depend upon willpower, good information, and consistently making the right decisions. So thank you for watching, everybody. Watch my other videos. Please subscribe. We'll have hundreds more videos like this to help you understand how to heal yourself and others from these quote-unquote incurable conditions. Thanks, everybody.